I'm like smoothing out the paper and the file and like trying to show her like this is from Rolfane, like this is the man that you want to see. Um, I work for him. Let me help you find him. If you help me, I can help you.
Um, I look at him skeptically, but I reluctantly nod and gesture for him to go first.
Um, I'm gonna.
I mean, now you've got two choices. You can try to get her to go with you for the Sophie case, or you can just throw away the Sophie case and continue to show
I'm gonna
her
try to get her to come with me for the Sophie case.
Okay, well you could do that, or you can go show her to your superiors. Be like, hey, this girl wants to speak with whoever.
I want to do the Sophie case.
Uh-oh. I think you...
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Are you back? Oh, you're back. All right.
sorry, I just need to get my charger.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, it was one of those,
So
those things.
show her the file for the Sophie case. Like I take that out of my bag also, and I'm like, this is my other job today. This is what I was asked to do. I was asked to find you, but I also need to help this little girl. Will you help me do that? If you help me do that, I can take you to Rolfane.
I pull out sort of like a fat stick of charcoal and write on directly on the file
Nice.
why.
Which file? Yours?
The file, yeah, my file, as like a piece of paper to communicate with him, because I obviously see that the way we're communicating is getting us nowhere. So I just write directly on the file why. Like, why should I go with him?
Why the letter or why the word?
What?
Is it why the word or why
Yeah.
the letter?
No, it's the letter. Why.
Okay. All right.
I'm like really fascinated by this because she can't talk, but she can read and write. And
Yeah, your character is very fascinating,
Like, I'm
as
really
much as Chet
interested.
is, but also in a he's like, oh, I don't really care what's happening. I need to figure out why. This isn't. Yeah, it's just your character's confused because he needs to figure it out.
yeah,
It's very fascinating to him.
I'm like, why the file or why the help? I'm what? Like, I'm just kind of like dumbfounded.
Yeah.
I point to the letter Y and point to the file of Sophie that he just handed me.
If you can help me with this, I can't return until I'm done with the case, or until I'm done with my job for the day. So I have to do this one more thing, and then I can take you there.
I point to myself and I point in the direction of where Rolfane is. And I just
She points to the castle in the distance, like the obvious castle.
Castle.
What?
Okay, sorry. I'll get the layout of the land soon, I promise. I point to myself and to the castle in the distance.
Yeah, 1 sec.
And I start slowly making my way towards it to see if he's going to follow me or not.
I like go in front of her, and I'm like, no, this way. Like, this way is where the girl is.
All right, just 1 sec.
I think I have one down here.
Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter now.
What happened?
She just wants to look at me while you pet her. Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Chet wants to go grab the charger for his phone. Since
Okay,
it's
good.
dying.
So yeah, so you are trying to march towards the palace.
Right.
Or the keep, or whatever. And he's like, no, not yet. Okay. And it's actually very cool that you guys have such conflicting characters.
Am I doing this right? Is
Yeah.
this like okay?
Yeah, are you having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. then yes, you're doing it right.
Okay.
As long as you're having fun, that's
Well, I just want
then
to
you're
make sure
doing
you
it.
guys are having fun too, and it's not boring.
No,
for
it's
you guys.
acting. Acting is
Super
not
boring.
boring for us.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
It would be worrisome if it was.
Yeah. I mean, also, there is the... Thank you, Penelope, for knocking over my dinner. There is the whole combat portion of the game, which we don't ever need to see, or we can. It doesn't matter. That's where the rules actually start to matter, is when there's
Is
conflict.
when we start battling.
And then Lady Bird shows up. Do you want to play? Okay. Okay.
Have your dice?
Yeah.
Are you like rolling and shit?
Not yet. We're just...
What?
We're not rolling yet. We're just...
I have no idea what's been going on. So let me put on a bra. Let me investigate. Lady Bird will phone for like 5 minutes, alright?
Okay.
See me?
No.
Do you want some ginger ale? Pash the bear. I didn't really put a lot of stuff in there. Okay. So it really tastes
I've
like
got to
anything.
figure out how I can get you to listen to this, because I've got headphones on.
Take care from top.
I don't have speakers.
You can repeat everything to me.
What?
You can repeat everything to me.
You just said these
I can if you want.
I do.
text and just say, hey, it's
Or you can go on your
We want
computer and
to
we could have a three-way
follow this.
Skype.
Or I could just sit next to you on the chair and do it this way.
But you won't be able to
My
hear anything.
computer doesn't have Skype.
Oh. Or your phone.
My phone doesn't have Skype.
Okay. Well,
just
anyway,
download it. It's free.
Rachel wants to hang out.
Come hang out.
So yeah, the is Photo Play playing?
Penelope can play.
Penelope can play. So
She
check-
can be Lady Bird.
Oh, you can't get comfy. Okay. Got it. I'm good.
Okay. So here's what's happening.
Okay.
Chet's character is a part of an agency who is supposed to take out the Empire, or he's hired by the Empire, supposed to take out anything magical and religious within the realm, but more specifically inside of the city of Evervale. Lily just showed up. He found Lily's file, and then Lily's character, we don't know her name yet, just showed up, and he is trying to get her to help him with one of his daily duties or one of his
Why does he
adventures.
want her?
Because
One
well,
of my
yeah, because
duties.
he wants her to help her, but first he has to do something for he has to do like a daily duty for his
Their faces
agency.
are so disgusted. Both of them were just felt like.
So
Yeah, I don't know why.
let me
Let's get
do
to
this.
this.
So yeah, so he's trying to get her to help him so he can like not be in trouble for the day, because that's how his character is.
Okay.
And then she just is trying to get to the Emperor so she could talk to him about her troubles in her tribal town. That's pretty much what just happened.
Okay.
I really want you to hear, but I can't. I should have
Cut.
splitter.
Uno momento.
Uno momento.
What are you playing with?
Why are you yelling at her? She's a cat.
Playing with stuff. Oh, because she's eating my birth control. Don't eat my
Well, at least you won't get pregnant.
Uh-oh.
That'll probably be
She's gonna have 8 giant boobs.
It's a lot of boobs.
A lot of cat
Well,
boobs.
she won't get pregnant now.
I know. Thank God.
Thank God.
That's the only thing I was worried about.
They're like, we neutered her, but just in case, take one of these a day, every day at 6.
What's going on with?
Why do I only have like one leg up? How did this happen?
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out. Don't we have another stool?
I don't know.
So I'm trying to. So yeah, that's what's happening.
Okay.
Now, what would Lady Birch be doing? would she be in the city or would she be outside of the city?
Probably outside of the city.
Would she be going to the city at any point? I hope so, because that's where they are.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the name of my dog again? Wolf.
Assface.
Assface. I named my dire wolf Assface by accident when I was drunk one time. I don't think I can change it.
You can change it, but it's just funny now. It's actually Dark Elven for big wolf, but it just translates to ass face.
Assface ran away, and he ran towards the city, and I have to get him back because he's my only friend.
Okay.
That fucking idiot.
All right. You
I'm
two...
just imagining Charlie, but giant.
Just a giant Charlie, he says.
That's
Literally, yeah, giant like black Charlie, just being like, "What am I doing here?"
So yeah.
Drooling. Lots of drooling.
The you guys hear the guards once again say, "Hey, hold up!" And these guards are actually talking to you as you're walking towards the town. They actually draw their swords. They say, "Oh, Dark Elf! All hands on deck!"
Oh, because nobody likes me.
Oh, damn, she's a dark elf?
Just like real life.
Yeah, you're a Dark Elf. So, or are you in this? Are you sneaking around in the city already?
No, I just got here. I was
Okay.
like, "What's up?"
Okay, so you guys hear this commotion coming from behind you. Shing, shing, shing. Oh, Dark Elf!
I'm like super pumped, because I've never seen a dark elf before.
Mm-hmm. He says he's super
so-
pumped. He'd never seen a Dark Elf before. Look at her. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find another set of headphones, because this is going to be silly if we can.
Penelope, what are you doing? You're so stupid.
All right, just one sec.
You want the chair?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You don't want the chair?
Yep.
You're the DM.
That's fine.
Nice guy DM. There you go.
Good guy.
Nice
D.
idea.
Did everyone see Penelope?
Yes, everyone saw Penelope.
Sorry.
Yes, we saw Penelope. Saw Penelope.
I haven't heard from. Oh God, sorry. I haven't heard from Forever Play in a while, so I'm a little worried
Yeah.
about our viewership. But whatever.
I don't think he likes us anymore.
Yeah. What do you say?
It's my fault.
It's not your fault. So. Yeah. So the yeah. So roll this guy.
What's this one?
That D20. Yep. So you rolled a 15. This guy rolled a 7. Could you guys roll initiatives? Pretty please.
Yeet.
I don't know what your initiative is, but we're just gonna say it's +1. So let's say it's a 16 instead of a 15.
Okay.
Oh, good. He's there.
I don't have collected token.
Ah, crap.
Is all that shit.
What do you roll?
What do I have to roll? I'll just use the dice roller.
A D20 plus your initiative.
So +1.
Yeah, I think so.
And do you know what Lily's initiative is?
Lily's is.
Is it a
Yeah, we're
+1?
gonna make one of these next time. She's +3.
+3. Damn.
Yeah,
That's
so
it?
you're. So wait, so Lily, you're a bow wielding ranger
And sword.
and
right?
sword. Okay.
Short. She has
Short sword.
short swords and bow.
And you're just a bow.
Oh no, I got a little tiny knife.
You got a little knife. Oh yeah, in your hair. Lady Rangers. Hashtag Lady Rangers. All right. So, what did she roll? An 11?
Yeah.
Is that bad?
No. This is just the turn order.
Yeah. It just says who goes first.
And you rolled a 12, Chet?
Yeah. Because we're a couple. We have to go right after each other.
Nice to talk to her.
Yeah.
Regretting it hardcore. I'm regretting it.
You should tell him who it is so he doesn't think it's me.
What?
No, she's talking to Forever Playa, but she's like, "Hi," smiley face, and like.
Well, he said hi, Rachel, so I don't think you would say hi to him.
Oh well, yeah, it's true. Okay, so it is your turn to go first. These guys are coming at you with their swords. Two of them, and they're right in the middle of grabbing their shields.
So what do I do?
It's up to you. What you see in front of you is a slight hill, and then there's a 25-foot by 20 opening in the wall, which is the gate towards the city. The city is beyond
anything
that.
I can grab onto above me that I can like, and then just like kick them in the face?
You'd have to. Yeah, you can. They are still drawing their swords, so it would be an acrobatics check. So you'd have to. We would usually have a board out to visualize this, but it's fine. You can move your movement, which is 20 feet, and let's say that it's in range. So, and then you make your acrobatics check to grab this. So roll the dice again.
This one?
Yep. And then let's just add 2. Okay, you missed. A 1 is a complete failure. So.
I rolled a 1.
Yep. So you go to grab the. He's so look how ashamed he is. So
I love you, Rachel.
you guys see this badass dark elf run in. These two guys are drawing their swords. In the middle of drawing the swords, she steps on one guy's knee and then his shoulder, and then goes to grab the just one of the rafters above the gate, or one of the gate spikes in the portcullis that comes down. And she went to grab that, missed completely, and then just does one of these and runs up the big guy's back and just lays sort of flat out, and then lands on the flat of her back. The wind gets knocked out of you.
And my dog is still running from me. That
Your dog's
motherfucker.
somewhere in the city.
Where the fuck is ass face?
Asafache.
Where's
Asafache.
Asafache?
Asafache. Okay, and then one of these guys go to attack you, and I'm gonna say that a 17 is probably gonna hit you because we don't have any character sheet.
I'm assuming that's.
Well, I'm
correct.
assuming he's gonna hit you with his sword, so you take 5 damage. Let's say you have 12 hit points. So yeah, Mark, it is your turn. One guy goes to stab you, and as he's stabbing you, you kind of roll out of the way, but he still nicks you right in the back.
What? I'm sorry, I just couldn't hear you.
That was just towards the dark elf. The dark elf missed completely. This dark elf is different. Usually they have white hair. This one has just black hair, as black as her skin as well. But the dark elf missed the portcullis that she meant to grab, and fell on her back, and then a guard went to attack her, and then seemed to have glanced and hit her back as well. Mark, it is your turn. I'm not sure who you were going to attack in this moment.
I'm going to...
Oh wait, one of the guys is not drawing his weapons because he is still frozen.
Ha! Bitch.
Chet froze a guy earlier.
Cool.
Because he was being a jerk.
He was being a jerk to him. He pushed him and spat at his feet and called him, started talking down to him, even though Chet outranks him. So Chet just froze him.
Can I give backstory real quick?
Of course you can.
My dog, Esfache, just in case there are any children watching.
Esfache.
I was. I had a really cool backstory, but I don't know if it's gonna make any sense.
It'll make sense.
Wait, what kind of character is Lily?
She's a ranger.
What kind of person? Like, is she a human? What is she?
A human.
She's a human.
Yeah. She's a human ranger from a tribal village, who don't take no shit from no one.
I've been following Lily every once in a while because I watch her ranger skills because I'm also a ranger.
Okay.
And I just want to see what she's about because there's not too many female rangers in these parts. So I was kind of watching her, seeing what was going on with her from a distance, and Asfache got away from me, and I was like, oh shit.
Okay.
Now I gotta go after this stupid dog, and
blew your cover.
This chick might know that I'm watching her.
Okay.
So that's why I'm running after the dog.
Which may be how maybe how Rolfane somehow got the hands on the images of these sketches of Lily's character. It was because they somehow fell out of your pocket and someone found them and whatever.
I'm a real sneaky bitch.
Real sneak bitch. So yeah,
Not
Mark, it's your turn.
not, but
Usually, not after you've fallen your back, though.
I had to get juice. My blood sugar's low. I'll be right back.
You have to get juice?
My blood sugar's low.
Okay.
Um,
I'll let you know what happens in a second. Ow.
so how many people are out on the field? 3?
There are 3. There's the Dark Elf, which seems to be attacking, or seems to be doing some weird stuff. Looks like attacking the Rolfane guard as well.
Yeah.
This is a weird predicament for you guys. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I was like, her enemy is not necessarily your enemy.
So can I use magic missile, because that does,
Of course.
it's 3 darts, but I don't want to hurt them. I just want to like incapacitate them,
Yes, you can do yeah.
like just
you
knock
can,
them down or knock
yeah.
the wind out of them.
You can do normal damage, or you can do non-lethal damage.
I'll
You've
do
got
that.
like a two options. If you can hurt somebody their whole non-lethal hit points, and then they're just knocked out, or they're incapacitated, or they give up, or something like that. So who are you going to target that towards?
Yeah, I'm gonna send 3 darts at each of them,
Okay.
except the guy who's frozen.
Okay, so 2 are going to go to one person then.
I thought there were 3 people out. There were 2 guards and her.
Yes, one of them is frozen.
Oh, then I'll hit the frozen guy. I don't even
Okay.
care.
All right, so roll 3. It's 3d4 or 1d4 each, I guess, plus 1. I think
Can I just do 3d4?
you could do. No, it's 3d. I think it's plus 3 each. Well, it'll be 3 different. Yeah, you could. Yeah, sorry, but it's 3 different.
3d4
targets.
plus 3.
Yeah. Okay, so Rachel takes 7.
I got a 1.
This guy takes. I got a rock. That's okay. You can have a 1 is still a. How did you get a? Oh, plus 3, but that's. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Or wait, should each of them be plus 3?
Yeah, each of those are plus 3. It's fine. So one's a 5, one's a
5,
4,
a 4, and a 6.
and a 6. Okay. A flash of bright light kind of wisps through the dark. It's
Does
also,
it hit?
It does. They automatically hit.
Can I describe it?
Of course, yeah. He wants to
so-
describe it. Here you go.
Okay.
I like shove the files that are in my hand like into my bag, and then I pull a book out, like a tiny book out of my sleeve, and I'm like flipping through it. I'm like, shit, no, just like getting very nervous, and I start doing this, and like waving my hand around, like just trying to find what I'm looking for in this book, and then I find it, and I just kind of do a little chant, and each time I say a phrase in the language, like almost like a will-o-wisp type of thing, like a small fire, like comes out of my mouth, and it's just like, and then when I'm done saying the incantation, they all fly at each individual person, like, well, not like, it doesn't sound or seem like a hit, it just like goes through the person, knocking them down.
Does it hit me too?
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt you. I'm just trying to like get everybody to stop fighting.
Oh, okay.
Not that you know that, but like I knocked you down with magic.
Right. Okay.
Nice guy.
What a nice guy. So I have no idea how you explained it, but whatever.
I got it. We're cool. You wouldn't understand. It's a Chet and Rachel thing.
It's a magic thing.
And Forever Player. And Lily.
Forever Playa.
And
I
Forever
should play
Play.
more often.
Yeah,
Forever Playa.
you should.
I'm really bad at this, obviously.
You're not really bad.
Fuck
You
off,
and
Jen.
Lily are both playing at the same time. I mean, it's you guys are starting at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Same
I was about
game.
to be like, well, Chet and I are playing at the same time as well. Me and you too.
Okay, so Lily, it is now your turn. You saw whatever Chet described, as well as what I described earlier with the dark elf and the two humans.
Okay. What happened? What Chet's character did really freaked me out. But
Maybe
what
I can plug these in.
freaks me out more is that there's an
Listen
elf
to that.
so close to me, and her scent is really familiar. And I kind of have a notion that I've been followed for a little while. Like this, her smell is very familiar. But the fact that she's an elf and the fact that she's been following me without me noticing and being able to track her down and kill her really pisses me off. So I forget what Chet did and the fact that he just used magic in front of me, and I just focus all my attention on her. And I'm going to draw my bow and arrow and aim for her.
All right. Lily's character.
I hear her.
Okay. Do you hear any of this? Yeah, you're hearing what's going on. Yeah. Oh, you'll get it. Okay. So okay. So your bow, you can draw your bow and attack. So roll a in your character sheet. I think Chet can show you how.
For you.
Well, you should let me do this. I learned how to do it.
So first you roll, you click this one. It's your attack. Wait, let me go
Okay.
to
Did you say something to me? Okay.
chat. No, no. Nah, you miss.
Okay.
Aw, man.
Yeah, so that first number is the number you take. The second number is if you have advantage or if you're inspired at all, which I will give out throughout the game. But so if you have advantage, you roll 2 dice and take the highest number. So we would have taken the 18, but you don't have advantage, so we take the first. So yes, a arrow whizzes by, and oh my God, it's I don't know how to pronounce that. It's taco time, and sorry, a guy just joined named Oh my God, it's taco time. Welcome,
always taco
by the
time.
way. So you just see an arrow.
It's taco time.
You just see an arrow whiz by
Okay.
and landed in the dirt next to you. A couple feet from you, but you could tell it was kind of probably directed towards you. The guy that's frozen, I guess you're not really concentrating anymore on the spell, right, Chet?
Do I have to concentrate it? It's just.
Well, if you want to keep it frozen, I mean, it wouldn't be hours of him being frozen,
well,
unless
it's
you
just
were like,
ice. It's just ice appears
Yeah.
around him.
okay, so he's frozen. So
It melts eventually.
yeah,
It's not
okay.
like magic
So
ice that stays
it's
there
starting
forever.
to melt now. He can move. He's gonna move towards you. He's not gonna attack. He doesn't have time to do that because he's just thawed. So, and yeah, and usually there will be a game board. I just didn't do it so quickly.
But it's nighttime.
But it's nighttime. We still wouldn't see anything.
It's cold.
Uh,
There's no sun to melt it.
Body heat. Sorry.
I mean, honestly, I probably gave him frostbite. Like,
Oh yeah, you probably did. Yeah, okay, that's what he's doing. He's not going to do anything because he just thawed, and now he's got to warm up his hands
Right.
because he can't grip onto a sword or anything.
Right.
He's shaking it out or something.
that takes 2 turns.
Okay.
It takes 2 turns.
It takes 2 turns.
Rachel, your turn. You are still on the ground, which in this game would be called prone.
I'm prone.
You are prone. It takes you.
What happened to the guy who's not thawed? What is going on with him right now?
He ran over to you and stabbed you, and then you
Right.
missed. He missed because you rolled out of the way.
And then what happened after that?
That's it. He missed. Think of it like Final Fantasy, where you take turns to attack.
Okay.
He missed, and now you have your turn to attack. That's
so
why we rolled this.
I grab. First of all, I'm like, where did this arrow come from? Because obviously it didn't come from either of these guys.
Taking a quick look around, you see the girl who's not holding onto the elk anymore. How's the elk handling this combat? Is he kind of scared, as a horse would? Because I made a horse sound. But okay, so he's kind of Are you holding on to the bridle, or is he just kind of like?
No, he's
Dancing.
he's trained enough to know to stay by my side unless I send him away.
Okay. You see this elk kind of backing up towards, like kind of getting behind this woman. The woman holding the bow from where you saw the arrow come from, is is where you saw the arrow come from.
Right.
Yeah.
How far away is she?
She's probably about 10, 15 feet.
So I point to her.
Maybe 25 because they were walking away.
So I point to her and I look her in the eye and I say, "I'll deal with you next." And I grab the arrow and I'm gonna go kill the guard.
Okay, you
with
take
the arrow.
you
I
take
take
the arrow,
from
her
the
arrow.
ground and I'm gonna throw it at the guard.
Okay, you gonna throw it or are you gonna go and stab him with it?
Actually,
He's right
you know
at
what?
your feet.
He's at my feet.
Yeah,
well,
he's
yeah,
like,
so
you
then
get
I'll
up.
so then I'll just try and stab him in the nuts.
Fucking awesome. Okay, roll a d20.
Oh my god, please be 20.
Yes.
Yeah, 20!
Yeah. So.
Can't have no babies no more because I stabbed you in the balls.
Yeah. So you just rolled. You tucked out of the way, or the arrow hit. You
Yeah.
rolled out of the way from his blade.
And grabbed the arrow.
Grabbed the arrow, and then when you stood up, you kind of just went.
Yeah.
Right, like into his grundle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Lady Birch the Grundle attacker.
Lady Birch the grundle render.
Grundle stabber.
So, yeah, a guy laughed, but it worked.
But it worked because I rolled a 20.
Yeah, you stab the guy in the grundle, and he screams in pain, and then falls to the ground, bleeding out, still squirming. That guy is dealt with. He doesn't have a turn. It is now your turn, marked. Because you killed him, or he's dying.
Nah, he's dead.
So that other guard is dead. The frozen guy is alive.
The frozen guy is still alive. Yeah, he's kind of thawing, and now he's like drawing his sword, and we'll get to him, but yeah, he's still alive.
I go to I don't know what I should do. How far away are they?
They are about 20 feet from you, 30 feet from you, because she let you walk ahead. Lily's character let you walk ahead, and then she turned and did the arrow thing, so you're behind her about 5 feet. So yeah, you're about 30 feet away from this happening.
Okay.
You're about 35 feet, 40 feet from the guy who was just frozen. I gotta fix this.
Trying to think what spell I can use.
Or you can hold your action if you want. If you're too conflicted, you can just hold your action and see what happens, because maybe this isn't your fight.
Yeah, I do that. I go to like say something and like reach out, and then I'm just like, okay.
Okay.
Wait here.
He goes to reach into a spell, and then he realizes he probably shouldn't do anything because this is just nuts.
Is he like an awkward magician?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, he's like, he just graduated from the school of magic. His family is sorcerers. He's not one. He's kind of like a male Hermione, but he's very awkward. Charlie.
He's like a squib.
He's like a squib.
Yeah, a squib is a non-magic user
like
born from.
Yeah, he's like Hiccup.
He's like Hiccup.
Yeah, he's
You're
not. But his whole family are descended from dragons, but he's not a sorcerer. So he learned through wizardry instead of through sorcery, which is the difference between the two.
Cool.
But he graduated, and now he's trying to be like a bookworm, and he's really socially awkward. So,
I love it. Let me take care.
yeah, and now it's Lily's turn.
Why? What happened?
Nothing.
Oh, it's your turn.
It's your turn.
Huh. So wait. wait, what just happened? I missed it. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
we were just talking about Chet deferred his turn. He was going to do something, and then he didn't want to because it's not his fight. He realized, so he's like, And we were I was just explaining it. So
Okay.
nothing happened.
Okay.
The Grundle stabbing still happened, and that's it.
Grundle stabbing.
So I'm going to hop onto my elk, and I'm going to draw one of my swords and prepare. Rachel, what's your character's name?
Lady Birch.
Lady Birch.
Lady Birch.
Oh, that's so cool.
But you don't know that yet. But yes,
It's
Lady Birch.
true. I guess I don't know her name yet. And I'm going to charge at the elf on my elk with my sword.
Okay.
I don't know what I roll for them.
You can roll. I think it would just be a regular. It would be a ride, if you have ride. Is that a skill in this edition?
I don't think it's a skill in this one.
Oh, can I not ride my elk into battle?
You can.
Yes, you can.
You can, but I don't know if it's a. Is there animal handling?
Probably. Let me check.
Oh wait, I've got character sheets here too. I can look at.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, do animal handling, and then an attack.
So.
She wants to ride her elk into battle, that being you.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
That one? And then what else do I do? Oh my god! I'm doing terribly!
It's okay.
You must be drunk. Or
I played
something.
a game 2 weeks ago where it was like 45 minutes before my next turn. Like that's how long it was to go around the entire combat, and then every time I rolled, I missed. So I was like, well, this is really annoying because I would like wait for my next turn and I'd miss. Wait for my next turn and I'd miss.
Awful.
It's okay. So you try to. What tries to happen is the elk. You go onto your elk, and she can't describe it because if she passed, then
she could describe her gooping up.
Well, yeah, she could, but the animal. It was the animal handling check that gooped. So it was just what happened was the elk was too scared for her to calm down at the moment. So she didn't fall off or anything. She's still on the elk, but it's calming down for a second. You can still try to attack with your bow.
Okay.
It'll just be at like a -2 disadvantage because you'll just have disadvantage. So that means you roll the 2 dice and take the lowest one.
So how do I do this?
So just roll like you would regular.
Weapon.
Yep. And then scroll down to
Sorry.
your bow.
That's okay. Don't be sorry.
Longbow, and then click on attack.
Attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is gonna be awful. I'm too scared
No,
to
that's
look.
fine. 14. So it doesn't. It hits Rachel's character, but it doesn't hit her hard enough to do damage. So an arrow does hit you in the armor, but doesn't.
Okay.
She went onto her elk and then tried to try to calm it down and couldn't, and then still tried to fire, and she did hit you, but it was weak. You knew it was a weak shot because it didn't pierce your armor.
Okay.
But you did feel a doink.
Is it stuck in my armor?
It's not stuck in your armor.
Okay.
It fell to the ground.
Okay.
So the second dude turns and starts to run. He's going to try to get more help.
Okay.
It is now your turn.
So like.
You stabbed the guy.
Yeah,
Guy
I
fell
stabbed
over.
the guy. Guy fell over. He's done.
You
so.
went to like stand up, and an arrow poked your armor. And then now you turn to see the other guy, and the other guy looked at you and then went, "Fuck this," and then ran.
And then ran. I'm about to go after the other guy, and then I realize that my dire wolf is still missing, and I'm like, so I have to make the executive decision. Do I go after this guy, or do I go after my dire wolf? So then I decide to go after my wolf.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm just gonna leave.
Dust yourself off, or just hide into the shadows?
Just like dust myself off, like I am like prepared, because like, you know, my dire wolf's my only friend, so I'm prepared to do anything to get him back. So if I have to run through, you know, the town, even though I hate interacting with other beings,
especially inside a human territory.
Exactly.
But yeah. Okay.
So I dust myself off. I go to run towards town, and then I remember that, what's Lily's character's name? We don't know yet. That Lily's character shot that arrow at me.
And you said you're next.
And because she's trying to attack me and has no idea why I'm chasing after her, I look at her and I'm like, nice try, but better luck next time. And then I go to run off. Bye. And I'm done. I want to go read. Bye.
Oh, that's it?
Yep, bye.
Okay.
Rachel!
They're going, no, Rachel.
I want to read. I want to finish my book so I can start another one tomorrow.
Okay. It was probably hard because she couldn't hear what was happening.
Also, I don't have any stats or anything, so I don't want to fuck anything up. So
Oh, that's okay.
We can like work on my sheet when you're
Well,
done.
the next time you won't have stats because we were just going to probably talk the rest of the time. That's okay. All right, so yeah, the as fast as she showed up, you guys see the dark elf that just killed a man. She ran behind a building, and then, as far as you know, she disappeared.
Super
She
fast. I'm really
disappeared into the shadows of the night, of the darkness of the buildings and everything. So that was weird.
So that was a thing.
So that was
So that happened. So you guys are now left with a bloody body and a man running.
I'm just like,
You did leave them with an awful situation.
I'm just confused.
Yes.
I want to like debilitate him in some way so he can't tell anybody.
He's still running.
Um,
I mean, he's
Has he run past
running as
us?
fast as he can. He's already away from you guys. He's 30 feet. Oh no, yeah, he's got to run past you. Yeah, he runs.
Can I try to trip him?
He tries. Yeah, you can try.
Should I roll or can I just say I trip him?
Roll a. What do we have for stats? I do need to roll up a character for her because that was annoying. Oh well, I do kind of have stats for her right here. She's also level 1, so she probably would have died really quick. So the
Should I roll like intimidation or stealth almost? Sleight of hand?
sleight of hand,
I feel like it'd be a
athletics.
dexterity.
Athletics is. Do you have athletics ranked?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say you can use use athletics, but use your dex stat, if you know what I mean. So
I can just use acrobatics.
that does make sense then. Yeah, I guess use acrobatics. Well, I was gonna say if you had any minuses,
Yeah, I just have
but
zeros.
you don't. You have zeros. Okay. So yeah, I guess just use. But you don't have. Yeah, use stat. Use acrobatics.
8. Do I have inspiration from the last game?
How do you have 8? From the
Like,
last
I have
game? No,
inspiration
you
from
don't.
The last game. Come on.
What?
I definitely have inspiration I haven't used.
All right, you guys have inspiration for seeing someone just die in front of you, and now you have to deal with it. So you're inspired to trap him, or to trip him to save your ass. So yeah, the guy falls flat on his face. He tries to catch himself on the ground, but maybe his hands are still a little numb, and he can't quite get there in time. But he falls on his fingers, and maybe you hear a pop as maybe a couple of them break, and he kind of grunts and then starts to wail in pain, and then he starts cursing your name.
I just kind of like put my foot on his back and like try to keep him on the ground, just like, like, do you have rope?
I'm still on my elf at this point. I don't.
Do you have rope?
I toss him down a bit of rope that I have in my pack.
I tie his hands together and just kind of pick him up.
Okay.
And leave. Is there like?
He doesn't really fight back because he's in so much pain from breaking his 4 or 5 of his fingers.
Is there an office in?
The slums?
Well, in like the like near the gate, is there
Yeah,
like very
yeah.
like
There's like a little post, but it's not much of an office. It's not. It's
is
more
it a
of a
place where he can
room.
sit down?
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's got a desk and stuff, but it's not nearly official. It's there because it has to be, but it's not ever really used profession. Like, um, yeah.
Okay.
There is a space.
Um. Uh. Is there anyone? Are there any like houses around, like a tavern or something?
Uh,
Is
you
there like
do
a
know of.
bar on the street?
Let me see. You do know of one nearby in the slums. The Rat's Tooth Inn you were at last time.
I just kind of like push him to the bar and like open the door.
Let
Um,
me see where we are.
and I offer like 5 gold pieces to whoever would take that man to the hospital, to the sick house.
Sure, someone. Well, you could probably flag anyone down who are the onlookers who are watching that whole battle happen.
All right. Then I just kind of like wave, um, like a woman over or something. I'm like, take this man to the sick house, and I give her 5 gold. I'm like, and tell her nothing, and tell no one what you've seen.
I. I won't. And she turns and walks.
Okay.
She actually grabs, like throws some stuff off her barrel, like she. Bless you. She takes out some stuff, like dumps it on the ground, and then fills her wheelbarrow with his broken body or broken
mangled
fingered body. Yeah, and then starts wheeling him off.
Um. Will you still help me?